How does Shaq dispose of his $1 million? Shaquille O'Neal, a legend in the NBA, has some of the strangest tales you've ever heard. The former Lakers player's tales are hilarious and utterly unbelievable in some cases. Shaq continues to fabricate absurd tales by purchasing inexpensive wine from Walmart for bizarre reasons. Shaquille O'Neal also talked about the biggest bet he's ever made while he was on the popular talk show. It turns out that the legendary basketball player once placed a $1 million wager. This doesn't sound too bad when you consider that his net worth is estimated to be $400 million in 2022. Want to know about it in detail? Well, stay tuned till the end. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will talk about how Shaq disposed of his $1 million. Meanwhile, subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon. That being done, let's start. The Hall of Famer claimed to have placed a large wager on an MMA contest. He was the one who won the bet, but he didn't say how much. Shaq is currently one of the wealthiest former athletes in the world due to his numerous business ventures and successful basketball career. He was able to afford to lose his bet, even though betting $1 million wasn't the smartest move. Shaq has been very involved with this podcast and ensures that he uploads new episodes regularly. The legendary Lakers player talked about a time when he was traveling and had to use his phone because his laptop broke. We all know that Shaq is one of the NBA's wealthiest players. He lives a very extravagant lifestyle. One of the largest homes ever built, Shaq would undoubtedly have a wine cellar. However, he doesn't drink wine much and doesn't know much about it. Trader Joe's, which is regarded as a rival to one of Shaq's businesses, was mentioned as his favorite wine on the podcast. "I got this wine cellar in my house," continues Shaq. "I have no wine knowledge. So just to look good, I went to Walmart and Trader Joe's and bought 50 bottles of cheap wine. Oh, now I'm cool. With the money Shaq receives, he could purchase the most expensive wines." Shaq, on the other hand, just wanted to fill his cellar, so he bought some cheap wines to make it look fancy. Another of Shaq's bizarre tales involves the ridiculous amount of money he spent at Walmart, which is generally regarded as a place where people buy inexpensive goods. Shaq claims that his $7,000 Walmart purchase was the company's largest ever. "So I get traded from Miami to Phoenix," Shaq declares. "I'm not the kind of guy who can wait. So when I get to Phoenix, they have a place for me to live. But there is nothing in it. I need to go buy 4 or 5 televisions, printers, laptops, sheets, towels, underwear, and t-shirts. So in the end, it was $70,000. He claims that he tried to use his credit card, but it was turned down. Later, a bank employee contacted him to inform him that his card had been stolen, and that someone was attempting to purchase $70,000 worth of merchandise from Walmart. They were shocked when Shaq said it was him, but they agreed to the deal. The NBA has fined Shaquille O'Neal $35,000 for his public comments about the officials. Following the Boston Celtics' 86-78 defeat at Orlando on Christmas, O'Neal criticized the referees. He was furious after getting his 6th foul when Enchantment Focus's Dwight Howard tumbled to the ground as they were wrestling for position. O'Neal stated, "I simply wonder why I haven't received that call in 20 years. Do not pick up and choose when you will call. That is what occurs when you have control-obsessed individuals." Shaq didn't realize he needed to become a smart investor and businessman until he spent $1 million in one day. However, Shaq is more than an accomplished athlete. When the retail and brand owner goes public, Shaq is expected to earn between $230 million and $270 million as the second largest shareholder in Authentic Brands Group. O'Neal has used the 75% freely enough, and not always on his business ventures. He usually spends well, but not always. He has a number of properties in his name, from nightclubs to gyms, houses, and more. Not so long ago, though, Shaq had one of these worst ever deals. He bought the Lake Butler mansion for around $28 million, and then he sold it for around $11 million, losing $17 million. Shaq described the house as being his dream home and never wanted to sell it, but his commitments prevented him from ever enjoying it. So he opted to shift it. However, Shaq wasn't always a great money manager. He claims that he spent his initial $1 million paycheck in 20 minutes. He realized that he needed to improve his savings after spending the $1 million before paying taxes. As a result, Shaq began investing in car washes and fitness centers. He learned from his father, a former drill sergeant, how important it is to use the money for something. Post-IMG, even though an estimated 60% of NBA players fail financially 5 years after retiring, Shaq was determined not to be a part of that statistic. This is how he achieved a $400 million net worth by combining his skill on the court with his expertise as an investor. Shaq began his professional basketball career in 1992 after being selected by the Orlando Magic. He was raised as a brat in the military on bases in Texas and Germany. That year, he was named both Rookie of the Year and All-Star. Shaq signed a 7-year, $120 million contract with the LA Lakers in 1995, making it one of the most significant deals in professional basketball. During his career, the basketball star won the NBA championship 4 times. Shaq was a member of several teams, including the Cleveland Cavaliers, Phoenix Suns, Boston Celtics, and Miami Heat. He even made the Olympic basketball team in 1996, winning a gold medal at the Games. The majority of Shaquille O'Neal's wealth, or $292 million, came from his time as a basketball star. But even on the court, Shaq was good at business, and he hired an accountant early on to keep track of his money. A coin-operated car wash was one of his first investments. He kept all of the coins at home because he was unsure of what to do with them. Shaq had the missing $250,000 in loose change, when his accountant became concerned about it one day. Shaquille O'Neal's foray into franchises and investing did not end with those car washes. He currently invests in stocks, franchises, real estate, and startups. While Shaquille O'Neal was a successful basketball player, the majority of his current wealth comes from his business ventures. Franchises like Papa John's, 24 Hour Fitness, Krispy Kreme, and car washes probably hold the majority of his assets. We estimate that his portfolio consists of 36% franchises, 25% startups, 21% real estate, and 18% other holdings, including stocks, based on what he has disclosed to the press and public information. Taking into account this $292 million basketball salary, Shaquille O'Neal, on the other hand, has a stake in several restaurants, including 9 Papa John's, a historic Krispy Kreme in Atlanta, Big Chicken restaurants, and the Shaquille's dining chain with locations in Atlanta and Las Vegas. The company is expected to file for an initial public offering within the next few years, which is likely to net him a substantial sum. He once owned 17 Auntie Anne's pretzels and 10% of the Five Guys franchise portfolio, which included 155 burger restaurants. However, he has since sold his holdings. Since 2019, he has also been a Papa John's brand ambassador and a board member. According to reports, the former NBA star still invests in 150 car washes. Additionally, Shaq has owned 40 fitness centers. They are probably making him a decent amount of money each year, even though it is unknown how many he still owns. Shaq, who admitted that he regrets not purchasing additional Google stock, was also an early investor. It is unlikely that he is still significantly exposed to the tech giant, given his current wealth and Google's market cap of over $1.2 trillion. Since then, he has invested in several startups in the likely hope of becoming the next Google. In his hometown of Newark, New Jersey, he bought the Cityplex 12 movie theater in 2012. He has likely earned more than his initial investment over the past 10 years, as movie theaters are estimated to generate a profit of $50,000. He also co-founded the advertising agency Majority and owns a stake in the professional gaming company NRG Esports. Additionally, Shaquille O'Neal invested $1 million in Ring, a home security company that was acquired by Amazon in 2018 for $1 billion, putting his stake in Ring at approximately $10 million. So what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below. And that's all for today, guys. If you found this video interesting, make sure to hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update from us. Thank you for watching. We'll see you at the next one. Until then, peace.